welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Delaware's offense will take the first swing of the game. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
They get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The Blue Hens come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. You can hear the roar all the way to Mountain Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best players in all of football.
Pressure coming. Snagged out of the air. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got his man quickly. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And it's a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, the running back And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Blue Hens racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
How about the eye-hand coordination by the tight end there? That ball was not put on his body, wasn't put on his face mask, but he's able to stick out a big hand and pluck it right out of the air.
Pretty good job of running to get to there to the 32.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Guys, the Devil Bear offense going back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. Working the big fella to the corner. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. The Blue Hens moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Blue Hens send out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. crank up this drive with the pass. Pulls it in. It's Meredith. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
The Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Find space on the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires complete on the crosser. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Now the play fake. This time he's got it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of it.
And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Stewart. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And the Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the returner goes down. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. At the 45 on his way. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Nittany Lions have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on 1st down from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the left. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. No good, because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Blue Hens will hustle to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Back open in the middle. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David.
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Holding.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll line up for a second down play. Give to the single back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll try to get it through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, Be up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley.
And the Blue Hens will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Running through contact. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. We saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point was good. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Rush is on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. Gonna run it. It's Figueroa. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, Right, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
Quickly complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
3rd down play from the gun. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the Blue Hens will punt this one away.
Punt formation to kick it away.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. At the 20, he's got space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Catch in the middle, it's Kitchings. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Connors. At the 35, he's got room. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Blasted as he lets it go. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. The Blue Hens line up to punt it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. We've reached a break and Penn State is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages? Or we'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking for space, it's Matthews. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. The Nittany Lions line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Handoff to the single running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Running to the left. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Penn State! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
Grab behind the line. It's Lanning. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch. Sidelines got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Blue Hens will line it up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It is perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. We are not going to get shut out in front of all of these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And he moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quick handoff. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Here's the handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the give off the left side. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the option. He'll pitch it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Floating away. Got his man on the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just add better players.